Okay, we're back. So I was actually figuring this out. So people are asking what's up with the Partoof bot. It's not working. I've tried reconnecting it like 40 times. It connects and then disconnects immediately, and I don't know why. So we're just going to leave it where it is. We're getting into the semifinals match, but I've found out how to do bets here with GatherBot. So we'll try this out for the first time ever. We've not done bets with this bot before. It doesn't have an option 1 or option 2 like the previous bet, though. It's simply a yes or no. So if I put, like, I think Cure will win, you vote yes or no. Or like I put, I think Billowy will win, you vote yes or no. So I put for this test, it's I think Cure will win. So you guys basically vote, bet yes if you also think Cure will win. Bet no if you think Billowy will win. And I think you just do bet and then like a value.
All right.
I honestly don't know how this works. We're testing, but all right. Let's hop into game number 1. It is another best of 3. This will be the last best of 3, as the finals is a best of 5. And we know that Rogue has already advanced onto the finals. What we're waiting to see, though, is whether it's going to be Cure or Billowy who joins him. So let's get Rogue's name off the overlay for now. See him again in a bit. Spawning here in game number 1. Brand new best of 3. Top right, we've got the blue Billowy.
In the bottom left, as the yellow Terran, it is Cure.
Bets on replays? Yeah, I know, guys. We wouldn't normally do this through replays. We're just testing it. Since the bot was down, I figured this would be a fun opportunity to give it a shot and see how it works. Because I don't know how this works, to be honest with you. Everything in GatherBot's still fairly new. Someone else reported the Olimoleague is broken. I did report that to their team, but I haven't gotten a response back yet, so hopefully we'll hear something sooner than later. But anyways, if you guys were here earlier, you probably still have a lot of mystery bags left over from Diet Soda's generosity, throwing us some bucks. Also, I noticed that the stream labels haven't been updated. Let me try refreshing this. Maybe there's just like a lot of stuff broken today.
Everything's broken.
Yeah, refreshing it immediately fixed it. Okay. Anyways, yeah, the reason we're casting replays was this morning. This happened while GSL was on. So, there's a lot of downtime on top of this. We were tired. It made more sense to cast this later in the day, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. It is worth noting that this is not going to be a regular occurrence with the Olimoleague. It will, however, be awkwardly an occurrence tomorrow, as we'll be doing the same thing for the BTSL Finals. So, BTSL Finals will play in secret. There'll be no public bracket. Nobody will know the results. Those will start at 8 a.m. Korea time. But that's also when GSL starts.
8 p.m.
Excuse me, 8 p.m. Thank you. So we'll gather up the replays, then we'll cast those replays, I think 10 a.m. or something. I think that's what we put the time for. Pacific.
11 p.m. KST is when you said, so. Okay, I don't think 10 a.m. Pacific is anywhere close.
4, 5, 6. No, you're right. 7 a.m. I don't know. It's whatever. I got it written down somewhere. We'll talk more about it in detail later. The point is, we're gonna have to do replay casting again tomorrow. So it's a little bit sad that we had to do it like that, but GSL is really clumping up everything, and they're kind of the big dogs edging us out. It is what it is.
Well, there's so much Korean StarCraft. On top of that, there's online Korean StarCraft, and something's got to give, I suppose. There's just too much StarCraft, guys. I don't know why anyone believes there's like this trouble in StarCraft.
For dead games, yeah, a lot of StarCraft.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he called, maybe North America, you could say there's not a lot going for them, but that's because they did it to themselves. This is what they deserve.
Yeah, Neeb got out. Neeb and Scarlet got out.
All the good North Americans got out to Korea. Yeah, that's what happened. But anyways, we did have a Nexus first that was not punished. Sometimes you can get a couple of probes. That's like hardly a punish because the Nexus first still kind of makes up for that. That didn't even happen. You just got away with it. Followed by a Robo Twilight Council opener here. So still a standard macro opener, just not Stargate. Which means that Cure can get away with a medevac drop. He didn't quite scout what Billowy rather had, so he doesn't know that, but he is going for the medevac drop anyway. If there are Phoenixes, well, then tries to unload the Widow Mine, so there won't be, and he's maybe gonna get 2 mineral lines covered with 4 Widow Mines.
Yo, so I was just a little bit curious, like, actually, what everyone's watching, since we don't normally broadcast this hour for this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Why does the ESL reround of WCS Season 3 have like 2,000 viewers? What's going on with that?
It always has a high amount of viewers, an oddly high amount of viewers.
I don't know.
I think a lot of people are very nostalgic.
I would say they usually don't have that many viewers, if we're going to be honest. I watched the stream numbers quite a bit, and like 2,000 at this time when you've got like O Gaming, The Muslim, us, like I don't think I remember the last time I've seen that be that. That actually looks really odd.
I've definitely heard complaints before though of just that stream having an odd number of viewers. Like even Twitch viewers have noticed and have been like, why is that the case? Like I'm not in there. Why is anyone else in there?
Yeah, as you say, I opened the Twitch chat just now, and it's deader than Winter's chat, man. It's deader than our chat. There's no way those are legit numbers. I'm just gonna say it. Like, what am I implying? Anything? I'm implying that those numbers look fishy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The ESL rebroadcast. I kind of forget that it exists, but every time I remember, it always seems to be because someone's like, "Why does it have so many viewers?"
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave it alone. Open another tab. We'll see how much chat activity there is during the course of this game. Anyways, regardless of other streams, doesn't matter. So hope you guys are enjoying the show. We got these medevacs very desperately trying to get these Widow Mines in. Liberator on the left side might finally be enough to tear things away. No, there's actually 3 perfectly positioned pylons. So Cure's not getting away with much, unfortunately. Observers here too.
Yeah, Billowy's defense is rock solid, which does leave Cure in somewhat of a pickle. I mean, as long as Medevac survives, I suppose, and even saves a couple of Widow Mines, I don't think it's that bad. But if he continues trying to commit to this and just loses everything, that would give you problems. But double Medevac drop with quadruple Widow Mines, that was tough to choose the target fire.
Liberator is also just not in a position to do anything here.
That looked a lot more chaotic than it ended up being.
Actually, this Liberator denies 1 odd mineral patch. It doesn't even deny the gas mining. This is... Cure, I love you. I'm a big fan of Cure. This is like the worst Liberator ever. Although, that being said, it still somehow kills 2 Stalkers.
I mean, he had to pull away more than 1 mineral line, because otherwise the probes just keep on derping over to it, so... I say that's a surprisingly good Liberator for having what should have been total pylon coverage. It's a long time to clean up, and the minerals were denied, more than just 1. Also, to try to distract for the Widow Mine job, but that didn't really work.
We're watching Hero more than anyone else do this, but other Protoss are starting to bring Colossus back to the matchup. Billowy doing the same thing here. I don't know if we'll get away with this. 3 medevacs worth of drops could actually catch that Colossus on its own. Like, even not on its own. Even if there's these Stalkers here, you can just drag and drop and probably kill that Colossus.
Well, he's going on the natural and given a lot of space to work with. The Colossus, second, it's on the wrong side of the map, man. Another bases, rather. 3rd base. Gotta respond. It's pretty slow to it. This could get the Forge, could get a couple of pylons, but it does put itself in that tricky position where the Colossus should be more effective, should be protected by it. Units.
Widow Mine on the right side. Trying to pop off of the sentries. It's a bit of a reach.
No. Quite a few Widow Mines, in fact, so he has to fake out every single one.
Nice juke, though.
He does, though. Like, 5 probes and a unit is really not that bad. The Medevacs are stuck in a corner now. That's
going to be a problem for the time being, but with these other ones dropping towards the main, they might just liberate them, funny enough, allowing them to go back in. The +1, the weapons getting stalled out for so long through this, too, is kind of nasty.
I'd say as nastier as that supply block. Very, very hard supply block. He should have been... maybe warping into the main as he sees this happens, right? But his supply blocks, he's just gonna respond with the army. Luckily, he was already moving, but now he's got to split his army in half. He does manage to take out Medevac over here, but his natural, nope, he covers that too. Just couple sentries in a Colossus.
It's a lot of lost mining. That whole mineral line off for as long as it is. Income's gonna spike in Cure's favor every time.
Good point.
The +1 weapons denied for so long, finally getting caught up is great. That's where the beauty of Chrono Boost shines through. But Cure's actually doing something more important than what's going to be these ground upgrades, and that's goes for the Fusion Core. Not for battlecruisers, sad face, but probably just for the Liberator range, and that's going to make this really difficult to deal with. I think Liberators have not really shown much this game to be fearful of, But you add that range in, the Colossus have to sit really far back. The Stalkers usually can't blink in.
One of the quicker Liberator range upgrades we've seen, especially lately, are people are responding with Colossus to the Vikings.
No one does the bunny build anymore.
Yeah, no, that's certainly true. And that might just work out beautifully. I mean, Billowy is not taking a lot of direct damage from these drops, but he is surviving, not really thriving. Whereas Kira, I would say, is kind of is thriving here. He's got the upgrades, he's got a 4th base, a little off-center for some reason, and he is growing a Liberator count nice and early. So even though it's only 2 at a time, you know, when he's ready to really push, it should be a nice count of maybe 6 or 8. The only thing that could go bad, I guess, is that if he does overcommit to a drop, like this one here, covered by 4 Liberators, looks like a really good idea.
Yo, the Sim City for Billowy is awful here. He can't get anything in here. Cancel the gateways to let his units fight. There's no way to get through this choke. Those Liberators are going to sit from so far back. And this isn't even with range, by the way. Like, this is just regular Liberators. Gets the Robo Bay, going to shut down future Colossus production. Stalkers blink in, but the Colossus can't get in. The Sim City really actually screws him over.
He really should just cancel the gateway.
Cure should not even kill the gateways, in my opinion. Just leave those up. They're like his greatest asset here.
Instant cancel on the 4th base. At least Billowy is paying attention to that. But he's losing so many units defending against us. He has nothing to attack the Liberators anymore, so he's going to lose units. Finally, the warp into Stalkers. But going to lose even a couple of those.
This did so much damage. This was unbelievably good of an attack for Cure.
Yeah. A damn Sim City. So Cure, he loses the units and the Liberators, but did so much damage. Still has his production flowing. Still has
go back to the
building Liberator count.
Overcharges pop, but that's a lot of Marauders and Marines inside these medevacs. Does focus the medevacs down. This does guarantee the bio doesn't have an escape route, but yikes, the Colossus is having trouble getting in once again because of that Sim City. They're just blocked out and derping on each other.
Yeah. Billowy has another bit of army taking care of Cure's run by, basically, so that ended up being nice. But Billowy does need a 4th base. He needs a 4th base, not just he's gas income. Pretty low on gas right now. He's got to transition over into bigger and bigger units, but also just to have it already secure. Obviously it'd have to be built, then in pylons, and then, well, then maybe it'd actually be very comfortable. But by that time, Cure might be pushing. Oh my god. He has quadruple Liberator production now.
And more importantly, 19 Marauders.
I don't think he has to drop, but he is dropping with a lot of those Marauders. This just, for me, increases the chances that it doesn't work if there are Stalkers, or if he does fit in High Templar, which isn't happening because he's named by the Twilight Council. But hey, if that's not the case, if it really is just open, then Cure's, got more power to him. He's gonna drop on a main base that is not protected, even scan, see where the army is.
The overcharges are just panicked. That Mothership, of course, got 1 health. Just use it before I lose it. Well, let's kill some of the gateways. This is all without the Liberators too. This is just a small drop compared to what Cure really has to bring.
Right, exactly. This Liberator count is far scarier. And still backed up with bio despite all the drops that have been used. The double expand, I think, was a good idea because your 4th was so late, but a bad idea because you're already having trouble defending your bases when there are just 3 of them. So that was unlikely to actually get up and running. 4 Colossus ain't bad, but there's not a lot of powerful ground units. He never got to charge. He never got Resonant Glaives because it was canceled when the Twilight Council died. And Stalkers aren't really that great.
I could leapfrog forward 2 Liberators at a time here. He's got enough of them.
Oh yeah. The Liberator count's kind of impossible to deal with. I mean, especially with Liberator range. Even without Liberator range. 9 Liberators. This is when you would have loved to already been up your way to Tempest.
Man, you come in, you blink for that 1 Liberator, don't even get it. That's when it really hurts.
Yeah. There's not much good news here for Billowy.
No, Billowy is
up and running.
Billowy's super SOL. Even if he got past the army to kill the Liberators, the amount of time it would take to kill them, these would do so much damage. Gonna blink right into the fire. Vikings just firing away on top of the Colossus, and the Stalkers are not focusing them down. They're focusing down the Liberators. Army getting destroyed by the Marauders on the ground. Immortals not standing up, and this is just gonna be game GG. Cure did not, in my opinion, play it so convincingly right away. The Motor Mine jobs were lame. Not a lot like here and there, but like that Liberator range, the quadruple Liberators. That's the stuff of Protoss nightmares.
Yeah, it is. And it wasn't a question of so much about the numbers, because really, Billowy did not have a bad army. It was like 170 supply to maxed out, but it just was a bad army at that point. It was a tough game. I thought Billowy was doing a really great job, too, defending. And then he just started taking a little bit too much damage every time.
So I don't know what happened. Maybe ESL was getting hosted or something, but their viewer counts dropped. But I go to look at the chat window I had opened, and all I see is like people saying salty Rifkin or hi Rifkin. Hello, Sphinx and Flyers. What's up, guys? All right, we're gonna hop into game number 2. It's Ascension to Ire, and we'll see if this ends up being a 2-0 for Cure, or if maybe Billowy can bring it back. Either way, just that quick reminder that this is the second set of semifinals, and that the winner of the previous one, Rogue, is waiting in the grand finals to fight one of these two. You're watching the Olimoleague. If someone could do me a favor in chat, drop that Oli Patreon link, because this tournament is crowdfunded. There's no actual sponsors. I know we got our sponsors down here. It's just because I couldn't find my Olimoleague assets for today, guys. But yeah, this is not a sponsored tournament. Each week, this goes on for over 2 years now, thanks to the fans. Spotting here in the lower right, though, he is currently up 1 game. It's the Yellow Terran, Cure.
And the top left has the blue Protoss. It's Billowy.
Also, just kind of a cool thing to talk about, a bit unrelated, but always relevant. We've got our mega tournament fundraiser going on in the background as well. If you guys are looking for some place to spend your esports dollars and you already support the Olimoleague, well, maybe consider the mega tournament fundraiser. We did just break $10,000 yesterday. Somebody actually contributed $1,000, and I didn't realize this wasn't just like $1,000 out of generosity. They purchased the Hangout with the Members of the House perk, which we kind of put up there thinking nobody would do, but some crazy bastard did. But what's cool about this is, on Match Arena, the record holder for the highest amount crowdfunded is only a little under $1,000 more than what we currently have, and that's held by Heroes of the Storm, guys. Boo! So I'm hoping over the next few months we can overtake that. That'd be really cool. We worked really hard and really well with Match Arena. It'd be awesome to be the guys who have like that #1 hype spot on the site.
That'd be pretty cool. I'm just wondering about the person who bought the Hangout with the Members of the House.
Yeah, I have to actually go consult with Michael how to sort that. I don't know how to actually reach out to the reward backers yet. I've never had to do the reward stuff on Match Arena, so I know we also you recently started sizing up banners so we could get a banner properly in the house and start writing contributor names up there.
I mean, sizing up banners makes it sound very official. There's a banner that's not very official. An official banner is surprisingly difficult to find in Korea, and surprisingly expensive if it wasn't in Korea. So
just get a big piece of paper.
It's names.
Write "Family Love Michael" on it.
Yeah, okay, that's what we should do.
Cross it out and then use it for the other stuff.
It's up there for whenever they do their next 24-hour stream, whatever they do.
Cool. We'll have to go get the backer names listed too. And we also got a picture for the postcard. We got like a lot of that stuff properly set now, but that's unrelated. We got the game actually shaping up to an interesting poke here. It's not. I was wondering if this probe was gonna stay up here for a proxy, or if he was gonna try and put a pylon at the front. But it looks like with the mothership core going home, Billowy's not going to take that attack.
No. So again, a robo opener. He followed this up around this time though, the Twilight Council, to make it into a very typical macro opener, but I was like, still waiting on that. Might be a change of pace here, change of build order. Cure also changing up his build order, did not go for a starport, but rather a second barracks after a cyclone.
I wonder if he was actually as paranoid about a pylon push here. Cyclone is like the best way to shut that down.
It certainly is. I mean, the cyclone could go across the map and threaten even only one of them, but I'm just looking at the lack of a starport.
Actually, speaking of cyclones and TVP, did you catch the Valencia game with Major and, or excuse me, Special and Neeb?
No.
Oh, Okay, well, some cool stuff. Cool, cheesy, whatever you want to call it. Stuff with cyclones happened over there. By the way, thank you to Samich7 for the 8 months. Boy, I'm hungry now. This is 8 months. Yay! Need more co-op and PUBG memes. Guys, we gotta put the screws to zombie up here. We gotta peer pressure to get into the PUBG memes. But co-op memes, maybe. We'll see how fast this goes. I actually, because this is spoiler free, I really don't know how many games are left in the cast today.
Could be 6. Is it game 2? Could be 7.
Could be 7, yeah, at the most. Could be like 4 at the least.
There you go.
I really do want to beat this week's co-op though. Man, it is a doozy. I think you definitely need coordination and a partner anytime Void Rifts are in play.
Yeah, that's certainly true.
Alright, so the Cyclones have been kind of useless, but does Scout know third base down for Billowy?
Right, so Billowy went into just faster Colossus, basically. Delayed that Twilight Council until after the Robotics Bay. So, I mean, you won't have, a fast third at all. And he won't have a lot of buffer for that Colossus, but hopefully enough to make it work. Here, kind of just went for a 2-on-1, but in a weird order, because he went, factory and then another barracks. Not 2 barracks factory, but still kind of the same idea, I guess. The medevacs are ready to go. Uses 1 to drop Widow Mines, uses 1 to push with the army as it times out with Stim. Third base now on the way for both parties. And the Cyclone could see where the army is and try and attack with it or attack somewhere else.
Well, this was another pretty fast Colossus coming out of Billowy as well. Against Marines, actually, this will be great. These guys here in the middle of the map, they don't have combat shields, but my concern is more that there's still not that much protecting it. Stim could easily get on top of this Colossus. He could split and maybe focus it down. Widow Mines might also distract. Billowy is... Oh, no. Probes are pulled. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty good against the Widow Mine dropped last time. This is 1 probe. Has an army ready to defend against this little push over here. So, successful defense. But that's how the last game started. And then it spiraled out of control about, 9 minutes in. 8, 9 minutes.
One of the big things about that army, not even the force field, it's just Guardian Shield. It's going to be so scary to try and shoot through when you don't have those upgrades. But I was about to finish up with that +1. Cure could heal up, then maybe consider going back with these new medevacs. You could go meta back.
Here, that 1 Widow Mine. I was a little worried the transfer of probes would get this other one auto kills, but there's barely out of range. He doesn't know about it though. He did not see it. So,
wait, how did...
There we go.
This doesn't register with me. I know I saw 2 Widow Mine shots go off before. I think I'd killed 1 worker though.
Yeah, because one went to the gas geyser.
Yeah. That's right.
It just magically disappeared, Rifkin.
Well, I was just checking the workers killed. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
clever. I didn't want to wait for an observer. The observer I thought was in the natural, so I'm surprised he didn't want to wait for it.
I kind of like that though. The peace of mind of removing it this quickly. I mean, it was unnecessary entirely. You're right. The observer was right next door, but just removing that Widow Mine is going to feel real good.
Well, a bit of a bigger army, but still not really one that goes up against 2 Colossus. Cure, though, really responding hard to the Colossus count, already on quadruple Vikings, which I would say more often we see Terrans just stick on mass Marauder for a little while longer. It gets complicated, though, when the Immortals start getting paired up.
Yeah, it's only the 1 Colossus. No, 3, excuse me. I'm dumb. 4 in total. I guess, yeah, no breathing room for those Immortals. That kind of sucks, actually. Because the other thing, too, is like the Vikings will then kill the Colossus, ideally, and then land and help deal with the Stalkers on the ground. Which, by the way, landed Vikings are really effective against.
A push unseen is certainly concerning because Billowy just cannot afford to have his army split, especially like this. I mean, there's just not enough Stalkers to help take care of the Vikings. His observer will see the army, so I think, yeah, he's going to pair up. It's going to look a lot better paired up, but still the Vikings have an opportunity. At 10-3, almost 4 Colossus. He scans the observer, but probe reconfirms. He's going to go for it.
I think Cure's army's a little bit much here. He doesn't actually have to fight the Colossus, but he gets force fielded in. However, the Vikings are dealing with them very handily. Marauders took care of all the Stalkers, so The new weapon of Soccer's are the only anti-air he has.
Yeah, I think that Billowy was going to be better off just force splitting that army out and waiting a little while longer,
God.
trying to take the fight. Maybe just kill them.
Everything went into this for the Colossus.
Damn, Pierre's a powerhouse.
I mean, Billowy.
Afro Beast takes down Billowy.
As you say, there's just no chance at this point. GG. 2-0. The Jin Air players with the 2-0s, man. Now going to collide in the finals. Which, by the way, is super crazy because we rarely see Jin Air interaction in the first place, much less to have both players in the finals be Jin Air players. That's pretty cool.
It's a first in a very, very, very long time.
So, I'm not crazy. Olimoleague is only a best of 5, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys something here. This is what Olivia did. She gave me a 7 spoiler-free replays. Games 1 through 7 in this best of 5. Now it's really spoiler-free.
The monthly finals, the best of 7 finals. But, yeah. Probably in a hurry.
Wait. 2, 3. Oh, you know what? We'll go break, guys. No, I think this is just best of 5. We'll see you guys soon.